fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back. I thought today we could go ahead and do a chatty get ready with me using a bunch of products that I haven't played with on camera in a while. So I just went through my collection and basically did like a shot my stash, but I didn't film that portion. So some older products, and then I also wanted to do another look with the It's Freakin' Bats palette from Shroud and Butte Bean. And at the same time, I thought we could just go ahead and talk about my New Year's resolutions. I know not everyone likes New Year's resolutions. Some people think that it's just a waste of time, but personally I'm one that feels inspired by it. I'm like, it's a new year. Like, what goals can I have coming into this year? Realistic goals, things that I'd like to do a little bit better. And I feel like I'm normally pretty good at sticking to them. Not every single one, but I mean, why not continuously strive to be better? And I mean, I get it. It's like, what really changes between December 31st and January 1st? I don't know, but I feel like anything in life that gives you inspiration to do better, why not just take a hold of that? That's what I like to do. Let's just go ahead and jump on in because I'm feeling chatty. I'm gonna start off with a mixture of the Auric Glow Lust in the shade Morganite, which I use all the time, but I'm gonna be using that with the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream in the shade Fair 120N. And the reason I like this combination is because I don't really love this foundation on its own. I find it to just be a little bit drying. It's not a terrible foundation, but I think doing half a pump of this and half a pump of this just looks so much better, and it's so much more my preference. Mailman's outside my door. I feel like we're about to get a knock. Mailman is so nice because he always hides the packages underneath the mat on my front porch. But anyways, what was I talking about? I had to take a long break there because there was dogs barking in every single direction around me, but isn't that so pretty together? Anyways, one of my first resolutions for 2022 was to declutter. Part of it is that I just kind of needed to go through some things, organize some things, and also I'm just the person that sometimes like I let things pile up, I procrastinate, and like that's fine, like that's just how like I am. I just felt like I needed to play some catch up with that and maybe organize a little bit better to make my life just easier. I'm taking the Rare Beauty concealer in the shade 100W, which I like honestly forgot that I had. I was watching a video back the other day and I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, and I was like, I think I like that, but I haven't reached for it in a while, it feels. So just gonna use that, but oh lordy, that's very pale. So anyways, I feel really good about that resolution already because I didn't have anything to do really the last week before like the new year, like that like awkward week between Christmas and New Year's. Like I was doing some things, like I was watching Christmas movies, spending a little bit of time with my family, but I just felt like, you know what, I may as well get a head start. I just didn't want to wait till January 1st because I was already in the mood to like start going and feeling inspired. So I already went through and like reorganized all of my shoes, and I went through and decluttered some shoes and decluttered some of my closet. I completely reorganized my closet and it looks 1,000 times better now. And the system that I'm using is actually working, which I'm a little shook at. I feel like it's just nice when everything has its place. I still really like one of my resolutions, and I'm not like too worried about it. I'm like somewhere during this year, I want to get a new desk and also maybe like a new desk for my desktop, but then also a new something for my filming area. I'm thinking maybe like something that's like a little like L-shaped desk, so I have extra space here like beside me to organize, because it's kind of like an empty space that ends up filling up with makeup. So I think that if I had a desk that was L and still worked with my whole setup, but then I had that extra space here too as well to organize and do whatever I want with, that would just be nice, because I kind of have makeup all over right now. Like I have a linen closet that has my palettes. I've got like some of those like little Michaels carts in my coat closet, and then I've got, you know, makeup here. I've got some in my room. So yeah, it's kind of all over, and I feel like that kind of stifles some of my creativity and holds me back a little bit, because you know what you're not seeing you forget about. And then it's like when I want to do like a single shadow video or whatever, it's so frustrating to like put everything together because of the way that it's organized. So that's something I'm hoping to do better on this year and to like figure out. I feel like that's pretty realistic. I'm not like in a rush because, you know, there's always something to spend money on, so I'll get there eventually. But yeah, that's something I want to do. Another resolution that I had, which is kind of vague, but it has a lot going for it, is that I just kind of want to take better care of myself. And that means a few different things to me. So one is like in the beginning of last year, I was doing really good at just exercising a little bit every day. I personally really like to just follow like at-home workouts. I like to do like little dance party workouts. I just find them to be really fun. I know that when I'm like being active for a few minutes a day that it helps me with my anxiety, helps me feel less stressed. Like there's just a bunch of reasons why I like doing it. But I had a surgery around the middle of last year which stopped me from working out for a few months. And then I had a car accident in September. And again, it stopped me from working out for a while after I had just started getting back into it again, because I was just like in a lot of pain between like my chest and my back and whatnot. And then a little while, like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after the accident, I started getting this really bad hip pain. And I kind of waited it out because I was like, maybe it'll go away. And it did go away eventually. Like it took like another 2 weeks of just being like really resting easy, taking medicine. That did help, but I've noticed like it comes back every now and again. And I think I might have just done something, but it's not enough pain to where like I feel like I need to go see someone. It's just like slightly annoying. So like I feel like every time that comes up again, I'm like, oh, let me take it easy again. Luckily it hasn't been as painful as it was like when it first happened. So anyways, there's just a few things holding me back, and I could just tell the difference in my mental health. So for me, I was like, you know, nothing's happening now. I feel a little bit better. The pain isn't ongoing. So like, I just need to get back into that. And I have been doing good. I'm not like too worried about it. I like to take rest days in between. I like to, you know, I like it to be fun, like to me, because honestly, like I'm not trying to change the way my body looks. It's not like I'm trying to like go for a certain weight, anything like that. I just want to feel healthy. Like that's it. Like I feel like it's not even about my physical health, it's about my mental health. That's why I need exercise. No, I didn't say it, but I went in with the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Amber, which is one of my favorites. I feel like it just contours and looks so, so beautiful. I used it so much, and then it found out that it was being discontinued, and I kind of stopped using it as often, but I feel like I just need to keep using it because it's so, so pretty, and I was kind of wanting to do like an all like cream glowy look today. So I'm also gonna go into the ColourPop blush stick, and this one is in the shade Mini Me. It's just like a really pretty pink. Just throw that on my cheekbones. So, oh my gosh, I feel like every time I wear this, I forget that it's like that kind of pink. Another thing, you know, speaking of mental health, fun times, another thing that I wanted to do a better job at taking care of myself with is to start going to therapy. And I mean, it just kind of became apparent to me, like, I think it's really easy to tell yourself that everything heals in time, but I found myself like struggling with things. I don't know how deep I want to go on this topic because it makes me feel vulnerable. There's a lot of people watching, you know, but I just found myself like having struggles with things that I thought like I was long past. And like, I think like new things in your life can bring up old things. And I just didn't want to like continue to be unhappy or anxious and this and that, because like I keep telling myself like it'll heal in time, it'll get better in time, which it does a little bit, but not fully. Like I think sometimes like it's maybe better to like address things and learn things and whatnot. So I felt so lucky because like I was like, you know what, like I don't care what the cost is, like I'm just gonna make it work. Like I'm gonna go to therapy and just see how I feel about it, even though I was really anxious and scared. And my insurance, actually, there's a website called Teladoc. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's like online. Like you can see like a doctor if you like something simple. I think it kind of rose up a lot because of COVID, but they also have like mental health stuff on there as well. And my insurance actually covers that 100%. 100% for therapy. So yeah, I was like, this is great. This is unexpected and I'm so happy about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my face real quick. I'm using the Lethal Cosmetics Ionic highlighter, which has been a favorite. It's like the prettiest neutral, very, very, very tiny little bit of a pink undertone to it, but I just haven't used it in a while, so I thought I'd pull it back out today. So just gonna go ahead and throw that on top of my cheekbones. But yeah, I did my first session and all went well. The therapist seemed super, super nice. She was also a Taurus, just like me. So I was like, I already trust you. I was talking to my best friend about this. I was like, it's so strange because I feel like, you know, societal norms are like when you meet someone, like it's just very like surface level details. It's just kind of like, you know, like, I don't know, like it's just a normal thing to just talk about, not anything deep when you're first meeting someone. And then like doing like that first therapy session was like, hi, nice to meet you. Like, I'm an absolute mess. Let's talk about my trauma. And it was just such a weird feeling. Like afterwards, I was just kind of like, not uncomfortable, but I was just like, that was so strange, so strange. But I'm thinking maybe like once you get over that like first time, it's not so bad. I was trying to choose a different eye primer, but I just want to use the ABH one. It never fails me. So yeah, I feel really, really good about it. It felt like a good step. And it was just nice to like understand maybe like in more professional terms some of the things I was going through and like things to fix it, because my therapist was like, yeah, you're already doing this a little bit, like you have some coping skills, but like here's how you could do more. So I just think it's nice to like have that hope. I feel like if you're someone who has like thought about going to therapy, I mean, obviously I don't know that much. I've literally done one session, but I feel like you can always just try it, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But there's nothing wrong with trying something once, right? Other than murder. I guess I'll zoom you guys in for the eyeshadow, since you might want to see what I'm doing. I have like such a mess in front of me. You know what I need to add to my resolutions? I need to wash my brushes. I don't even want to talk about how long it's been since I last washed my brushes. It's actually straight up embarrassing. So today, anyways, I'm gonna be going into this palette, and I was thinking of just doing a very purple look that kind of went with my sweater. So I'm gonna start off with Spooky, probably go into Dairy after that, and then probably Sam on the lid, and that's mostly gonna be my look. I mean, I think it'll still be pretty and maybe intense and whatnot, but oh gosh. Yeah, I don't plan on doing too much. Such a pretty color. Okay, I feel like I can't even remember what I was going to talk about because this color is so pretty. So I also have a resolution for my YouTube channel, and honestly it's not anything super specific. It's very vague, but my resolution was just to make more quality content. Like I feel like it's been a while since I was consistently making videos where I'm like, oh, that was done so well. I'm so proud of that. Like, and it's just because I feel like I've just kind of been surviving. Like, it's not that I don't love what I'm doing, but I just feel like there's so much going on in life that it's hard to always be on and always be passionate about something that's more creative. And I had someone comment when I was asking for like criticism, like what you guys would want to see more from my channel. And they said they felt like they could just tell my heart wasn't in it. And reading the comment, I mean, it made me sad. I was like, dang. But also at the same time, I was like, you're not wrong. Like, there's just been so many things going on personally. There's been so much going on like in the world. Like we're still in a pandemic, and I feel like it's so easy to be hard on yourself. And it's like, I feel like some days like I'm just surviving. So I agreed with them, and it just kind of gave me a different perspective. It's like, you guys can see how I'm feeling. And I was like, you know what, I need to stop like rushing through it. I need to stop like, oh, I need to do this and then I'll be done working for the day or whatever. Like, I just want to like be more in the moment when I'm filming and just truly enjoy it, because like this is what I want to do, and I just need to like find a way to not get so distracted by everything and just let this be kind of my outlet again, which is what it's been in the past. So yeah, I mean, overall it's just like quality content's what I want to make, but just like being in the moment, making more long videos, maybe just being a little bit more chill, like less first impressions, more quality reviews, you know. And obviously not every video is going to do amazing, but I just want to put my heart into what I'm doing, because I mean, I see it, I understand, but it's just like, it's like that combination of like, I feel it, but also like, I'm just trying to do the best that I can as a person. But a lot of that was like last year, I feel like I went through like this like crisis for a bit where I was just feeling like really anxious about what people thought about me on the internet, and like I was like letting negative comments get to me. And I think what really helped me through that is the fact that like I have so much family so close to me now. Like I have a super supportive, amazing boyfriend, and I just feel like the more you connect with the people in your real life, the more you like stop worrying about what people online, people who don't really know you, like some people who are just like looking for an issue, what those people think about you. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it's something I used to struggle with, and I would be like, I don't even understand how there are people who just don't care. But I feel like when you're so connected to what really matters, which to me, what really matters is my family, my friends, my loved ones, then not that this doesn't matter. I don't know, I'm not saying that at all. But, you know, someone like calling me, you know, whatever, it's not going to affect me because that's not where my worth is. I feel better about making content in general because I'm just not anxious about that anymore, which is a good thing. So that's a positive. That's one nice thing that came out of last year, is I just feel like I had a little bit of a mental switch. I don't know if it was like maturing. I don't know if it's just like having my family close, or I don't know. It could be a combination of things, but I'm happy with it. Another goal that I have that's kind of, again, more vague, but I definitely want 2022 to be like the year of saving. That is the goal that I'm putting out there. I feel like last year, it's not that I was like financially irresponsible, but I just spent a lot of money like getting my house together, because like I moved out on my own at the very end of 2020. So, you know, just obviously slowly making my house a home and adding furniture and art and, you know, all the different things. Like it kind of builds up, and I'm like, well, now I'm at the point where like I just think everything is kind of how I like it. Like there's a little bit more that I want to do, but I think I can definitely focus less on that. Maybe less trips to Ross, less trips to TJ Maxx are in order. And then also like I said, I got into a car crash last year and unexpectedly had to buy a new car. I paid for like a quarter of it up front, which took quite a bit out of my savings. When I was like analyzing my life and what I want to do better, I was like, I kind of just want to, you know, get back to where I was. I wish my neighbors had a New Year's resolution of taking their dogs inside more. That would be cool, because whew, it's driving me batty. Just always barking. I mean, again, I feel like I say this every time I complain about them, but I'm like, it's not the dogs I'm mad at. I think they just need to take better care of their dogs. Makes me sad for the dogs, actually. I feel like this look is turning out differently than I expected. Like it looks like I did like a blue and a black, but I did a periwinkle and an eggplant. As soon as I started applying the lid shade, my camera cut off, but just applying Sam all over the lid. But I'm trying to use a brush and I just feel like it's not bringing the magic. I'm gonna go back into the Lethal highlighter and pack that onto my inner corner. So pretty. I feel like you can see the pink there a little tiny bit more when it's kind of packed on like that. But I just have one more resolution to talk to you guys about, and then I'm all resolutioned out. I know it's been a while since I did a video in Spanish, but I've talked to you guys about this before, that I've been learning Spanish for the longest time, and I feel like I'm at a point where like when I listen, I understand a lot, but I'm just still like kind of stuck with just speaking and not being anxious, but I need to. I'm going in with the Makeup Geek Extension Effect Mascara. I feel like I'm stuck at this point where I'm like so anxious to talk, so my goal was to just talk more and to get better and more comfortable in my skills in that department of speaking Spanish. And also I have a little book. It like goes through like all these different categories, like say it goes through body, and then like I mean, you know, like the basics, but then it's going through like your kidney, your gallbladder, your whatever. So knowing just more in depth, because I feel like I have a lot of vocabulary that doesn't matter. Like I'm watching these telenovelas about the drug cartel. I'm like, when am I going to be talking about that in real life? I'm not. So, and so I'm like, I just need to read this book for a little bit each day and just, you know, try to get more like well-rounded with my vocabulary is like my resolution, just because I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to go in depth the reasoning, but it's important to me, extra important now. And I've also, even though I didn't write this down as a New Year's resolution, because this is one I don't know that I'll be able to stick to, but I bought some like self-help, like nonfiction books last year, and I was like, I'm gonna read them, I swear, and then I never read them. So I started reading them, and I was like, let me just read a little bit each day. But the first one I got on a recommendation to read, and it's called Why Men Marry. And Karen Harris actually recommended it to me, and I don't like it. I feel like it's not me. Like it's like this book that's like about like playing this game, and like the more I read it, the more I'm like, this is just lit. Like, I mean, I think like be a strong independent woman, got it? I'm not saying everything about it is bad, but I just don't know that I'm gonna finish reading it because it just gave me the ick. Okay, so I have this lipstick here from Lisa Eldridge. This is the shade Rose Official, and it's like a really pretty pink. I pulled this out. I mean, I don't know if it's a little bit more of like a warm pink. You know what? I don't know. I thought it was gonna be a bit more cool tone to go with this eye. So I have a funny story that I had like a bunch of lip products that I really love, and I could not find them anywhere. And I forgot that I put them in the Kaleidos Club Nebula PR box because I wanted to keep it. I just thought it was so cute and special. And then I like opened this up the other day and I was like, this is actual lipstick heaven, because I've been looking for all of these. Like I wanted to do a video during Indie Miss, which I know I canceled early, but I wanted to do a video of all like lip swatches of every single Lisa Eldridge lip product that I own, and I couldn't find some of them, and that's because they were in here. So let me see. I think I'm gonna go into this Lisa Eldridge lipstick actually. This one is called Kitten Mischief. I feel like it's almost still a little bit too peachy. I'm gonna go in with the Pat McGrath Dare to Bear lip gloss, just a little tiny bit over top just to see. Am I being too picky? I don't know. I have this ColourPop lipstick in the shade Stone Fox. It's like a really cool tone pink. Maybe I'll add a little of this on top. The color is better, but the texture is ferocious. I think I'm just gonna go into the Sigma lip oil in the shade Hush. This is the clear one that kind of has like a pink undertone to it once it's on your lips for a second. You can see because the wand versus what's happening in there. So this is the finished look. It's different than what I expected, honestly. I feel like the eyes turned out so much more like, they look very blue purple, which I don't know that like necessarily goes with like the vibes of my sweater like I was hoping it would, but it's okay. I still like it, and I think the skin looks super pretty. Like I said, this e.l.f. foundation with the Aura Glow Lust is just so pretty. I don't know that without the Aura Glow Lust that I would be able to finish this foundation. I'm only like this far along, but I feel like it changes it so much. I mean, that's one of my favorite things about the Glow Lust is so many base products that I have, they just make it so much better, especially if you like that glow, even though it's not like overly intense. It's just like that perfect amount. I would love to hear what your New Year's resolutions are. Feel free to share with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.